For promoters out there who try to host snowmobile events, you know it can be hard to draw attention and get promotion for what you're organizing. Going into its third year, the Kincardine Grand Prix is an event aimed at vintage racers who want to get back on the track for some fun and see what their old iron can do. This event has been getting more popular each year as more and more classic sled enthusiasts get involved. But this year, the event got a real shot of adrenaline when the TV crew from the Rick Mercer Report showed up and let Rick loose on the track.
I started this 3 years ago. Came about with a conversation that I had with the track owner, Percy Newman, in the summertime while our son was out on the go-karts. We had a conversation that this would be an awesome location to do a small CC, small displacement snowmobile race because of the tight track and it's very technical and it's already set up as a racetrack and so forth. As far as I'm concerned, this is what snowmobile racing should be like for vintage sleds. It's on snow, no traction products, it's all driver, and that's what it's really all about. You get out there and you duke it out. Everybody's got the same advantage or disadvantage. Well, I think vintage sledding and vintage racing is becoming more popular because it gives people our age and younger, hopefully too, an opportunity to relive their youth. You know, when we get older and hopefully a little bit more financially stable and, you know, hopefully more spare time in our hands, we're able to go back and do the things that we would have liked to have done when we were younger but really didn't have the opportunity to do. And it doesn't take a significant amount of money to get into vintage racing, and the fun factor is very high.
Being a good sport, Wayne Slute was one of the racers in attendance and the trusting soul who lent his vintage ride to Rick Mercer for his run around the track.
It was neat, actually. He's a really down-to-earth guy, you know. He's just like one of the boys. It was neat. It was fun. It was good. I was a little nervous, but he makes you feel really at home. So I came here last year for the first time. Had a great time. Vowed I'd come back every year until he quit having it because it's just so much fun. You know, it's just so low-keyed, and it's just a good get-together. Everybody's so friendly and happy, and nobody's out there to take each other out. You know, we go out there and, you know, there's a little bumping and bagging, but rubbing's racing, eh? So it's fun.
While the vintage sleds were the reason people were at this event, having a celebrity like Rick Mercer on the racetrack didn't hurt either. And for Rick, this was a new event for him and one he thoroughly enjoyed being part of.
This is an amazing event. We've had a lot of luck with racing segments on our show, so we were, in the back of our mind, we were thinking about doing skidoos, but we were worried about, you know, the speed and the fact that, boom, the skidoos are gone and whether or not I could actually do it. Then when we heard about vintage snowmobile racing, it just clicked. It's a perfect Mercer Report segment. You know, it's obviously very community-based. The fact that it's a very affordable sport is really, you know, it makes it work for us as well. And it's just a great community event. And you can tell, you know, it's easy to make TV here because everyone's laid back, they're having a good time, everyone's relaxed even though it's a competition, and everyone's proud of their machines, but, you know, they're not $50,000 machines. It's great. It's just perfect. I didn't know about the vintage skidoo movement at all, you know, because the street I grew up on, you know, there was a lot of skidoos, but there's a lot of skidoos there now in Newfoundland, but they're all newer models. I don't know of anyone on the street that has vintage skidoos, so it's exciting. I love the idea. You know, it's a tremendous event, and then on top of it, it's raising awareness for epilepsy and autism, which is great, and everyone is on board for that. And it's just a great event from beginning to end, and everyone has been nice, and they're very accommodating because, you know, when we come in, we try to move quick and stealth, but, you know, we slow things down occasionally, and everyone here was very accommodating and allowing me on the track when they could be racing, and so that was very nice of them. I appreciate that.
Needless to say, this is one Grand Prix that everyone will remember. As for Mr. Mercer, he was kind enough to share his comments with Snowmobiler TV on how he rated his performance on the racetrack.
You know, when I was upright, it was very good. When I was upside down, not so good. But it was fun. It was great fun. I'd love it. I'm going to go on TV and tell them I was on a 1971 Skidoo, and there's no better way to spend an afternoon as far as I'm concerned. It's a good day out. It's a good day at the office.
Congratulations to Rob Noakes for putting together such a great event that supports an important cause. The Kincardine Grand Prix was one fun day for us all.